Good morning, everyone. Today's day 44 of my P90X2 workout. Today's workout was plyo side. You may be wondering why I have this wooden rod with me today. As I've been doing my videos, people have been asking me some of the questions I've been getting posted on the YouTube videos are what are some of the modifications that I'm doing. So I kind of wanted to start taking a little bit of time each week to kind of talk about some of them. And as I'd mentioned earlier on, I had a partial shoulder replacement surgery, and there are some issues that I have, along with my shoulder, such as, I can take and lift my arm all the way up, and even when I'm doing some of the exercise, I can go one up arm, but it's hard for me to take both arms up, and as you can see when I do that, my right shoulder still lifts up out of place. So what I'm trying to do is to get that stability back, is go a little bit slower on the exercises, and actually use some movements, some natural movements, such as when I'm swinging from side to side, instead of just using my total arm to do it, let it go free go, to use the rod, because it kind of helps to hold me in place. One of the other things I do with the rod is in the beginning exercises, let me step back a little bit, hopefully you can see this. When we're doing the stretching exercise in the beginning, when they use the stretching for the stability ball, I use both shoulders, use my arms and put them up on here, and then lean to the right, and then lean to the left. And it does put some stress. You can kind of look at me as I'm doing this, as my shoulder is moving. However, it's a way to start doing that. It's a way for me to keep my shoulders moving and hold my arm up in the air. And I'm noticing as I do this more and more, I'm having to use less strength to grip onto the rod and pull it. So I'm now, sometimes when I do it, I can actually just kind of put it in my hand so it's just slightly sitting there. Don't know if it's a mental thing or not, or just have that little bit of stability that I can grab it just a little bit to help hold my arm up. Really seems to help me a lot. It was a really good workout again today. A plyo side is one of the exercises that I do like. As I mentioned yesterday, back and shoulder as of this phase 2 is probably the hardest one that I'm doing so far right now. Right up there with my arch nemesis, yoga. I was talking to some people about that do yoga regularly today, or in the last couple of days, and they were telling me how yoga is a great meditative state for them. It's a place at time that they can actually get out of their bodies and really enjoy and stop their thought process. I'm not that way with the yoga. I don't know if it's because I'm doing it with a video. They mentioned to me that maybe I need to go take a couple yoga classes to see if that might help me. But it's still something about the learning on there. It's about being in those positions for a long time. I'm going to try to start seeing if I can incorporate this rod a little bit more. I noticed yesterday when I did the X2 ab ripper, the very first exercise, I can't remember the name of it right now, where you're switching your arms up and you're touching your feet. And, it's kind of a scissor motion with your arms, but it's in reverse between your legs to your arms as to which is coming up. Instead of reaching and trying to touch my toes, if I use the rod to kind of bring my arm up like this, I'm much able to bring my right shoulder up. It's funny, the thing is that, one of the things I noticed is I know that my right shoulder had been a problem I'd had my entire life. There'd been off and on incidents I'd had, and just through my job and just work, it just kept getting worse and putting more and more stress on it. But one of the things I think I've done is just over my lifetime, I picked up a lot of bad habits with it. And I'm much stronger on my left side, like the plyo side, when you're doing like the warrior exercise. When you're going out like this, I'm much less, a little more shakier on my right side versus my left side. I can stand for a lot longer period of time. But these are all things I'm learning to do as I go. And like I said, I'm going to try to start putting a few more modifications in what I'm doing. It's a little harder for me to do because I do the videos by myself, which brings on another thing is, if you can find someone to exercise with you, really try to incorporate that. Get a workout buddy. I'm doing a lot of this stuff at home by myself. I really venture to guess if I had someone else here pushing me, I'd do a little bit more on the exercise. I'd probably do right now 85%, I would guess, of the plyo side. But if I had a buddy here, I may be doing 100% by now. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep myself motivated and keep going. But I also admit too, with the holidays coming up, it's been a little bit harder on me to just kind of keep motivated and do this. I want to eat a lot more. There's so many goodies around. I've gained a couple pounds back. I really got to stop eating as much. It is the holidays, but I really need to get my moderation back down and start working a little bit harder. As you can see, I did work up a good sweat today. But one sweat today isn't going to add up to eating bad junk food for a whole week. You got to keep consistent with what you're doing. Take the herbal supplements that you need. As I mentioned, I do a lot of Young Living products. Please go check out my website and look for my sponsors. Our website for Hiking for Wellness, it's hiking4wellness.com. And also, if you could, follow us on Facebook at Hiking for Wellness. We are starting to post, we're posting this basically ideas on how you can be healthier, posting out some safety tips for hiking. And you know, it's like 2.5 months we're going to be hiking, starting to hike our Appalachian Trail. Things are moving really quick. Come January 1, you're going to see a lot more stuff being posted up. Something I want to ask everybody right now is if you either go on our webpage or on our Facebook page, we're going to be asking come January 1st for people to make donations for food drops when we do the hike on the Appalachian Trail. And about every 6 days or so, we're looking for somebody to mail some food. I'll stop and pick it up on the way at a post office. We'll give instructions on how to do that. Really appreciate your support, and thank you for watching. And please keep your comments and your questions coming, because they do help me to keep motivated doing this. I like answering those, and I just love hearing from you. Love just kind of what I'm doing. It's actually something I feel like I'm doing that's a worthy cause. I'm supposed to go hike this trail, and I'm supposed to be getting the message out so that we can kind of raise the awareness of childhood traumas and really kind of help prevent some of these things from happening. And we can't maybe not stop them from happening, but we can also add some prevention out there. And we can, when these things do happen, we can kind of help people recover from these and have healthy and prosperous lives. Again, thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on day 45. It's halfway done. Tomorrow's recovery and mobility. I'm really looking forward to just taking a day of stretching and kind of relaxing. We'll see you tomorrow, and thanks again. Bye.